With hunting season coming up, I've been going through all of my gear, figuring out what I need to replace and what I need to buy. And one of the things I've known for quite a while now is that I do need to replace some of the calls on my lanyards. And so I've been thinking of different calls to pick up, and I was up at Rogers for the waterfowl weekend, and I got to talking to Rick Haney from Rick Haney Calls. He had a booth up there. So I picked up some of these calls, tried them out, and I really liked them. And so now I've got 3 of Rick's calls. I'll leave links to these in the description of this video if you guys want to go check out the website and see what they're all about. And so I've got a double reed, a single reed, and a short reed goose call. I've been playing around with these calls for a few weeks, getting to know them, getting used to them, because there's kind of, for me at least, I don't know about you guys, there's kind of like a period of time when you first get a call, you're used to your old one, and you find another one that you really like, and you try to get tuned in with it. So that's how I work. I don't know about you guys, but I've been just kind of getting to know these calls for the past couple of weeks. I really like these calls a lot. This one, this double reed right here, is probably going to be the call that I use the most this season. This call is the Deadly Double, and it just sounds so juicy. It's nice. I phrase it as like a sweet talker call. I really like it. So check this out. This is what the Deadly Double sounds like. So I'm a little bit out of practice right now. I'll be honest with you guys. After duck season ended, I never picked up a call until I started blowing this one here. I guess I did occasionally grab one to blow just for fun here and there, but it's been so dang busy since duck season ended. I just haven't had the time to really practice calling. So I really like this call a lot. I just need to get a little bit more time behind it to really get those soft notes done. But I like the ring that this one has when you get up and do that greeting call. My feeder call does need a little bit of work, and when I'm hunting, I actually don't use a feeder call all that much. Most of the time, I'll do a greeting call and get their attention, give them some quacks, and then if they start flying away, hit them with a comeback, and then repeat the process. So it goes something like this. So that's usually what I like to do. I will occasionally throw in a feeder call if I want to. But most of the time, I'm usually just letting the birds do their thing. I generally, when I'm like hunting on public land and stuff, I don't call a whole lot. Actually, like most of the time, I don't call all that much. I just call to get their attention. I call to keep their attention and let the birds do their thing. I don't try to get rough and rowdy on them a lot. So that's the Deadly Double. I really like this call a lot. And then we'll move on here to the Machete. This was the first call that I picked up from Rick, and I gave it a try because I knew I liked my single reed that I blew before. And so I picked up this one, and I immediately fell in love with it. And these calls, the Deadly Double is really easy to blow. This Machete is really easy to blow as well. The single reed versus double reed, you can kind of hear the difference in them. I do like that double reed a lot more than the single reed. Originally, I was like, I'm only going to blow a single reed. But now that I like that double reed so much, I'll probably start using that double reed a lot more than the single reed. So this one's good to get up on those birds, to hit them that are pretty far out, give them a little hail call, and tell them what's up. So I will note that this one, the feeder call is a little easier for me to do on this red one than the black one. This one, I feel like I just put too much pressure into this call because, like I said, I'm used to blowing a single reed. Just takes a little bit of fine tuning, and I think I'll get that feeder call down here. I struggle with that pressure into the call, but on the single reed, I think I got the hang of it. So those are my duck calls that I'll be using this season. I'm really enjoying them. I'm really enjoying blowing them, and it's one of those things that once you get a new call and you fall in love with it, you never want to part ways with it. And I think this Deadly Double is going to be the one that does it for me. It just sounds so sexy. The next call that I got is the Honker Hatchet. It's the short reed goose call. And this one, it's taken me a little bit of playing around with it. I've went from my call that I had before to this one, and I went to this one, then picked up my old call, and I'm like, oh, I've been blowing that this whole time. And I think I tuned the call wrong, to be real honest, but it took so much more air than this one. This one's pretty quick and easy, and I'm no expert goose caller. I've been practicing a lot more on the goose call than I have with the duck calls. And so here's a little bit of what it sounds like. Please forgive my horrible calling. I'm no expert, like I said. I'm not a competition caller. I just call to kill birds and do what works for me. So this one's the Honker Hatchet. I like it a lot, so here we go. So that's the Honker Hatchet, and I've been actually trying to learn how to do the spit note. I'm trying to really kind of dive into learning more about goose calling. Before, I was just doing clucks and moans and honks, and you know, that's pretty much the gist of what I was doing. So I'm trying to learn how to do the spit note. I'm not sure if I'm doing it exactly correctly, but I think I've got the hang of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe when I said spit note, I meant the quick spit, but I'm not a competition caller. I just call to kill birds. So I just read the birds, do what they want. Generally, when I'm hunting geese, here's kind of how it goes. So those are the 3 calls that I'll be using this season, and like I said, these are great calls. I'm really liking working with Rick. He's going to help me out a lot, and hopefully we can get together and do some videos and give you guys some more instructional calling stuff, and I can learn more from him as well, which I think that would be really beneficial because you guys have seen a lot of my how to duck call videos, and you know, they do a fairly decent job of telling you how to call ducks. But Rick, he's a championship caller, and I'm here and he's here. So I think it'd be a really good collaboration to get together and give you guys some of those videos. But let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments down below what kind of calls you guys blow. And like I said, if you guys want to check these calls out, there will be a link in the description of the video if you guys want to take a look at them, and let me know what you guys think. But that's about it for today. If you want to follow me on my social media, I've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So be sure to follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. But that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.